The ongoing road and drainage construction leading to the Demerara Estate, a private housing scheme, and Giftland Mall is significantly impacting businesses in the mall. Ian Ramdio, owner of Urban Life MVP Sports, is urging authorities to adopt a more coordinated approach to address the situation, especially with the Christmas season, a period typically marked by increased sales fast approaching.
What's more concerning is going into this season, which is for retailers and small businesses, the time of year that we get an extra push for all the efforts during the year. It's I guess it's the equivalent of our bonus at this time of year. Is the works that they're doing right now in front of the mall, directly in front of the mall, could have been done earlier in the year, so that we're in a better position at this time. But even so, at this point, there are many disruptions to the traffic flow on a daily basis, and a lot of those come from heavy machinery and equipment moving across the roads, blocking the lanes at different times of day. And even though it might be for like 5 or 10 minutes, it backs up the traffic. To appreciate that we have businesses operating here on a daily basis, we have probably over 100 concessions in this mall. Most locally owned businesses, many small businesses that are affected. And if the contractors could appreciate that while getting their work done, that's all that I would ask for. I mean, I think there are minor changes that could be made in terms of movement of their heavy equipment at certain times a day, cement pouring at certain times a day, maybe doing some of the work in the nights, heavier work when it's quieter in the mall and when the traffic is less. But I think there are minor changes that could be made in terms of just with the underlying result being allowing the traffic to flow. That's it.
He said there has been a decline in sales of approximately 30% for Black Friday sales.
It would be difficult to attribute any changes in up or down to one particular factor. But I can say for myself, we have in last month, let's say for Black Friday weekend, which is usually a very big weekend for us, for retailers and stuff, we were down about 30% over last year for that weekend. So in terms of figures, that would be, I think, one of the things that's very concerning for me.
The situation becomes particularly dire during the rainy weather as the roads become nearly impassable, further deterring customers from visiting the mall.
It's very messy. Some parts of the road floods. Luckily, we haven't had too many days of rain, but I mean, that's not something that we can control. So I would hope that that's something that is looked at and that is included in the planning of when doing the works, to ensure that customers can cross, because it's not just getting in, driving in, you have to be able to walk into the mall as well. I think 2 days ago it rained and it was very difficult for customers to get across the road because there were many sections that were flooded.
Despite the challenges, Ramdio welcomed the works, emphasizing that the project, once completed, will be a tremendous boost to the area. He clarified that he is not against development, but stressed the need for better planning to minimize the adverse effects on businesses and customers during the construction phase. The construction started in June this year is a Government of Guyana project managed and supervised by the Central Housing and Planning Authority and executed by KP Thomas Contractors.